I hear you.
What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
Nothing I'd like to talk about.
Me either. Or hear about. So we just did the Skingrad Mages Guild quest. It was underwhelming. Guys missing. People tell you where they think the guy is. You go find him there, bring him back. It didn't require any thought. It didn't require anything that much, you know, like added much on the as far as thinking goes or anything like that. Let's open. I love my beautiful fur. Something is giving me extra. It's green, so I assume that means it's being boosted by something, giving me extra intelligence. But something is taking away from my personality. Do I have a disease or something that's affecting my personality? You know, I'm thinking about starting over. That's one of my problems. I like the beginning of role-playing games, but especially Bethesda role-playing games. I like them a lot more than the end game or anything. I'm a Mages Guild associate, a Knight Brother of the Blades, an associate of the Fighters Guild, an Eliminator for the Dark Brotherhood. You know, maybe I don't want to start over. This is pretty good stuff. I've killed 288 creatures and 115 people. I've trapped no souls. I own no horses. So, Prior Mabel's horse, like, never becomes my horse, even though the man's been dead now, all this time? I own no houses. I've invested in no stores. I've read 117 books, however. Only 3 of which were skill books. I have found 0 artifacts. I've slept for 162 hours. I've waited for 104 hours. I have been a vampire exactly 0 days. And I've bitten 0 necks. I've told 556 jokes. Only one time were any of them laughed at. Okay, so I am confused about a few things. And clicking on the red or the green doesn't tell me anything. So where would I find out? If it's not under character, where would I find out if I have a disease? Yeah, there aren't more. I'm at the maximum health. So I don't even know where it would tell me if I had a disease. And it's not telling me that I do. I still have a whole bunch of weapons. I thought I sold all these weapons. Okay, that's where I'm getting the green then. Is fortify acrobatics, fortify blade, fortify illusion, fortify magicka, fortify marksmanship, fortify sneak. Scales of pitiless justice. I don't know why it's fortifying all those things. I want to try out my heal major wounds thing. It works. So that means I have enough Maja Eek for it. So I'm going to put it under 5. I assume it's just like heal minor wounds. You notice there's nobody here to welcome me to the guild?
Yes? I greet you. Thorin, journeyman of the Mages Guild.
Well, it's about time. I just was mentioning to these people out on YouTube that nobody greeted me when I walked in. Let's, now you probably got...
Certainly.
No, you're already maxed out to me. Most guild members are. How about tell me some
Necromancy
rumors?
may be legal in Cyrodiil, but few will openly admit to practicing it now that the Mages Guild has banned it.
My Jays. What about, Hanavi?
I don't know where he came from. Just appeared outside the chapel a day or so after the attacks. Been there ever since.
Tell me about the Mages Guild.
Carahill supported Archmage Traven's appointment from the beginning, and I don't believe the rumors that she just wanted his job at this hall.
Tell me about Anvil.
I believe some people think of Anvil as a slow, sleepy place compared to Eastern Cyrodiil. But there's plenty of trouble up north to be found.
What's that got to do with Anvil? Trouble up north. Up north wouldn't be Anvil. Are you able to answer real questions, or is this just total nonsense? I'll ask you one more thing. Tell me about the Anvil Chapel attack.
A terrible crime. Everyone in the chapel murdered. Who could have done such a thing? And why?
I really don't want to say here on my channel here.
Can I interest you in some of my wares?
Probably not, but I'll take a look anyway. Okay, these are touch spells. So I'd have to touch people to use them, I assume. Absorbs security on touch. Remote manipulation. Oh, these require skills I don't even have.
You too.
Rattle and hum. Maybe she's not there because her job is to welcome people to the guild. No, she's usually there, now that I think about it, she's usually there when I come back from doing my guild quest, so I don't know why she's not there. And I don't know if this is the first time I've ever been in Anvil. By the way, in case anybody's watching, I would like to point out that it looks a lot better on my computer than what you're getting. I might consider trying to send it, because I assume the problem is it's not going to YouTube in 4K.
Hello, associate. To earn a recommendation from me, you need simply prove you are able-bodied and prepared to learn something in the process.
Would you like to learn how to get rid of that black gum disease? Because it looks pretty gross.
Half of the Council of Mages resigned when Traven took over the position of Archmage.
That's what I've been hearing. Yeah. What can you tell me about Anvil?
The Anvil Mages Guild is proud to follow the example Hannibal Traven sets for us. Mastery and scholarship, free of the dark arts.
So you don't consider having a fireball in my hand and throwing it at people to kill them dark? Good to know. Tell me about the Mages Guild.
Archmage Traven was right to ban
Mage.
necromancy and place restrictions on the addition of new members to the guild. He's served us well.
How about a recommendation?
Unlike some frivolous tasks you may be given at other guild halls, this is a serious matter and has consequences.
Oh, then forget it.
Are you prepared?
Well, it seems like you're trying to talk me out of it, so I'm all for it, yeah.
Then allow me to explain the task. The Council of Mages has entrusted me with resolving a situation along the Gold Road. Several traveling merchants have been found dead along the Gold Road recently, with even more missing. The Council has asked that I put a stop to it. You are going to help me do so.
What's your part going to be then? Because so far it sounds like I'm going to be doing all the work, and you're going to be getting all the glory. Isn't that dangerous?
Indeed, it may well be. I see no reason to shelter you from situations the Guild deals with on a daily basis. This is the important work, the work that matters. I have no time for Guild recruits that are useless in the field. This will be an excellent way for you to prove yourself.
So you want me dead? Why me?
As you are new to the Guild, you are less likely to be recognized as a member. This may give you an advantage in getting to the root of the problem.
Please, go on. My YouTube audience would love to hear what you have to say with your black mouth. Your black gum disease and all that. You really need pink gums, honey.
We believe the killings are the actions of a rogue mage.
Mage.
Battle mages have been sent to the
Battle
Cross
mage.
Inn, the only common link between the victims. You are to travel north to the Brina Cross Inn and speak with Ariel Gerard. She will give you further instructions.
What about this rogue mage?
Some mages do not abide by the principles of the guild and operate outside its boundaries.
Right.
Many hold little value for the lives of others.
Good people.
Frostburns found on the victims in this case indicate a mage was responsible for their deaths. Likely nothing more than simple robbery. These scrolls should provide sufficient resistance to frost magic when and if you do encounter this rogue mage. Use them wisely.
Are you going to encounter a doctor at some point for that black gum disease thing we've been talking about? I'm concerned. I mean, you might be dead within a week. I'm not a doctor, nor do I play one on YouTube, but it just seems like you should get that checked out.
It's a sad thing to think that a mage would kill helpless merchants for the wares they carry.
Mage.
The inn lies north of Anvil.
Don't we all?
Speak with Ariel Jurard when you arrive. She will give you further instructions. Do not let your guard down. We do not know whether the inn staff is involved somehow.
Do you have eyes in your skull? Because not only do you have a weird mouth, but like, I'm not seeing any actual eyeballs. Certainly not any pupils, you know, the whites of your eyes, anything like that.
The scrolls I have given you should protect you from the magic the mage seems to use most frequently. But do not let your guard down. He may have more tricks up his sleeve.
Tell me about arcane perversity.
Archmage Traven has closed the doors of the university to all who are not qualified to enter. A wise decision, in my opinion. It's in the Imperial City. Perhaps someday you may be able to visit him there. He's done wonderful things for this guild.
So is he, yeah. I've always said that about him. That he's done wonderful things for this guild. Well, I'm off to get myself killed. You didn't have to sound so excited about it. Bye! This is really a great game. Have you noticed that? No crash, no crash, no crash, no crash, no crash, no crash, no crash. So if this is indeed the first time I've ever been in Anvil in this playthrough, which I can't remember, then I haven't joined the Fighters Guild either then. I know, I just then twice in one sentence. Sometimes when I come out that gate, my person just stops, and that's what happened there. I don't want to be up your horse's backside. That's not fun for me. I wonder, I mean, this sounds odd because I really haven't installed a bunch of mods yet. And I'm starting to want to. But why am I just starting to get good weather? And by good, I mean dramatic weather. I'm not sure I'm going the right way, that I'm on the right road or anything.
Pay up or else.
Dude, I'm a fellow cat. No, take it from me if you can.
Easily done.
I think some of the reasons I like the beginning of games is because I feel more underpowered at the beginning. It's a bigger upstairs battle. Hey, thanks for not helping me. It's supposed to be someone helping people not have the law broken against them and stuff like that. I think it's also that I haven't made any bad decisions in the beginning of the game. Or if I have, I don't know the consequences of them. Because my chickens haven't come home to roost yet. I like encountering people when I've used different character builds and all that to see if there's any differences. There usually isn't, but sometimes there are. I like being called a cat, for instance, when I'm playing a Kaji, or a lizard, if they're not being too mean about it. When I'm playing an Argonian, I think all these games need to recognize
All right then, I'm listening.
the decisions we make at the beginning.
What do you want?
I want rumors.
I've been hearing disturbing tales about Oblivion gates opening all across Cyrodiil. I hope it's just wild talk.
Yeah, I hope that too.
Goodbye.
Nice dress. I think she said Ariel Gerard at the Brina Cross Inn.
Hello, stranger. What can I do for you? Kerahil has sent you, has she not? Go and speak with Kristoff. Rent a room for the night.
Did you want
Once
to
you
answer?
have your room, I will meet you there. If anyone asks, you are a traveling merchant, nothing more. Do not say otherwise to anyone. No, friend, I'm afraid I don't know the way to Shadenhall, but good luck in your travels. Please excuse me.
There's like 6 cities in this whole continent, and you don't know where Shadenhall is? It's like one of the 6 cities. I haven't counted. Are there 10 cities? I don't know. But I could certainly... By the way, Kristoff isn't here.
Greetings.
Greetings. I gotta go find this loser. Oh, he's in bed.
Hello.
Take Shadenhall.
Welcome to the Brina Cross Inn. Can I interest you in something to eat, or perhaps a bed for the night?
Dude, what's wrong with your eyes?
Make sure not to eat nightshade. It's very poisonous.
Well, if that's important to you, then I won't poison myself.
Let me guess. Traveling on business? You don't look like you're out for a stroll.
I'm a merchant, nothing more. I've been told to tell you that I am a merchant, nothing more.
Ah, yes, thought so. We get many of them traveling through here. Well, we used to. Haven't seen as many lately. What with the, well, you know, the murders. I don't like to talk about it much, as it's bad for business. At any rate, would you care for a bed for the night?
Just to be clear, you're the one who brought up the murders. I didn't. And so to say you don't like to talk about it, it sounds like you actually do like to talk about it. You want to talk about the murders?
Right then. The bed is just upstairs at the back of the inn. Sleep well.
Yeah, I hope you get your eyes fixed and that black gum disease thing you
Goodbye.
got.
Pardon me, did I hear you say that you're a traveling merchant?
I'm a traveling merchant, nothing more. You forgot the nothing more part.
Don't you worry, what with the recent killings and all? I'd be ever so scared if it were me. I haven't left the inn in days, just in case.
That's
well,
not true.
You take care of yourself. I'd hate to hear about another senseless death. Good luck to you.
Hi there. Welcome to the inn. If it's a room you're after, speak with Kristoff.
I already did. And you're kind of cute.
Fighting's easy. Just leave them out on the water and shoot them full of holes. If you've got a bow, of course, and can walk on water.
Do you think I should shoot my videos in 4K? I mean, I shoot them in 4K. Do you think I should send them? Forget it.
Good day.
Actually, when I don't render them, they should be in 4K anyway, but I'm seeing a lot of degradation on YouTube from what I'm used to. From what I'm seeing here, it looks different on YouTube. Now, I know when I stitch a video together, I haven't been doing it in 4K. Maybe I should. Glad to know the door lock is working so well. Do you have things in my own room for me to steal in this inn?
All right. It should be safe to speak here.
Do you have the mumps?
Once you've rested, you'll need to continue along the Gold Road, heading east towards Kvatch. I shall be following out of sight along with a fellow battle mage. Make no attempts to speak to us.
No.
Trust that we will protect you.
All right, you'll protect
Should
me.
you be confronted by this cowardly mage, do not hesitate to protect yourself by whatever means possible.
I thought you said you were going to protect me.
Once the mage has revealed himself, we will step in and settle the matter quickly. Now, get yourself some sleep. You'll need to be well rested.
Wait, you said you were going to protect me, then you said protect myself, then you said you were going to protect me again. And you've left. Now it's 5:09 a.m. Let's go 24 hours. Because I don't know if there's a minimum amount of sleep you have to have. I mean, normally I would sleep till 6 a.m. But I don't know if there's a minimal amount of sleep you have to have in order to do this quest. And I really don't like having to go back to the inn and restart the quest and all of that jazz. I just want you to know it looks better on my end, and I don't know how to make it look better on your end. I mean, I'm shooting in 4K. When I stitch, so when you see a video that I've stitched together, you probably don't know which ones I've stitched together, but the ones I've stitched together, the output is usually full HD, which would be 1080. Which shouldn't look bad, but I could try and make the output 4K. It'd make the files 4 times bigger. It would take longer to upload, which I'm totally willing to do. I don't know how my software would handle it, but I'll think on it. I spent the night at the Brina Cross Inn. The music was really loud. I need to follow the Gold Road towards Kvatch and be wary of anyone along the road. Oh, whoops. Kind of reminds me of camping. I remember when we would check out of a campsite, we would drive through, and on the way out, my father would call out, you know, the whatever camping spot we were in and say that it's vacant. I don't know why that's coming to my mind right now, other than I'm leaving an inn. So maybe I should have said room whatever is vacant, but I can't because... By the way, where's the... It looks like they let me out someplace other than the actual inn. Okay, here's where I'm supposed to go. They didn't give me a room number, so I couldn't have said it like room 3 is vacant or whatever. I don't know if that was a thing that was required and like everybody did it. or whether it was just a thing my father said. Because I really haven't spent much time camping as an adult, which is a
I'm
shame.
afraid your journey ends here, traveler. I'll be taking whatever you're carrying. After you're dead, of course. I do hope it's more than the last few had. They were most disappointing.
Okay, you're not going to have time to die of that black mouth disease then. I need to talk to Carahel in Anvil and inform her that Camel Alda has been defeated. By the way, funny thing, I one time put in a clothing mod here, and, well, I put it in the whole game of the original, you know, the 2006 game, and earlier this year, before the remaster came out, it turned out they had changed this outfit that she was wearing, and it caused a wardrobe malfunction, let's just say. Something I didn't think YouTube would allow, but I wasn't sure whether YouTube would allow it. I mean, it wasn't scandalous or anything like that, but I didn't know if YouTube would allow it, and that's how I learned to edit video using a paid video editor, as in me having to do it manually, and the editor I used has to re-render every frame of the video and all that. That's how I learned to stitch videos together, to do the basic editings that I do now on my channel. Yeah, and it was a nude thing. The issue was nudity. But the weird thing is, I hadn't installed any nude bodies, and it wasn't a nude mod that was causing it. It was a regular clothing mod that they either didn't make the clothing right or they did it on purpose that way. I don't know which it was. I never asked. Just some of the things I remember as we're in the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion Remastered now. And that's something that happened in the previous version. And it probably took me 8 hours to remove, I would say maybe 3 seconds of something that I wasn't even sure. I didn't even know if YouTube would object to it. I didn't find it objectionable. I'm not making these videos for children. I mean, I'm not making pornography, and that certainly wasn't pornographic. But I'm just saying I'm not making them for children. In every one of the videos I upload, it says it's not made for children. And what I mean by that, just so people don't get the wrong impression, is just what it says. If you've watched these videos, you know there's nothing objectionable in them, where if a parent found out, oh no, my kid is watching those videos, the parent would be upset with me or with the kid for watching it or anything like that. But, so I mean it in the strictest sense. They're just not made for children. I'm not talking on a child's level. I don't view my audience as children. That's all I mean by saying I don't make videos for children. I'm talking to people with the assumption that they're adult gamers, or at least adults interested in video games for any reason, one reason or another.
So, what of the rogue mage? Has he been found?
Rogue mage?
A she, you say?
No, I didn't say that.
And she's dead. Well, Ariel and Roliand did what needed to be done.
No,
No more innocent deaths.
I did it.
At least for now. You have done well enough for yourself.
Your mouth
I'll
is
pass
black
along
inside.
my recommendation to Raminus. Though I must say, I doubt it will do you much good in the end.
Oh,
You'd
well.
be surprised how easily they forget about the little people.
I'm so glad I risked my life for you to get a recommendation that you don't think will really do me any good. I feel so much better about our relationship now. And I think you're a spy. Because I never told you that it was a female mage. You told me. It makes me think either you're behind all these deaths, a very real possibility, or you at least put a tail on me to watch what I was doing. And then you pretended you didn't by saying 2 other people were responsible for taking care of this, when really I'm the one that did it all. So I don't trust you anymore.
Not only has necromancy been banned from practice in the Mages Guild, but the guild won't deal with anyone who openly uses it.
Then I won't use it.
You've got a lot to learn.
This person cannot help you train any higher. Now see, he looks like he has a sad face, a sad cat face. He needs longer hair. I'm surprised there weren't more hair options in this game.
You too.
Rattle and hum. Okay, so that was the Anvil Mages Guild.
Hi!
Yeah, you probably are.
I'm Wilbur, owner and proprietor of the Count's Arms. We make beds and food available to guests. Can I help you?
Now, why does everybody look so old in this game? And why are there mods that'll just make everybody look younger, but there's no mods that would, like, make some people older and some younger and some in between? Why the contrast? Why does it have to be one or the other? Yeah, just tell me about Anvil instead.
Buildings here look different. Why? This is the Gold Coast style, like in Hammerfell. Eastern towns look gray and dull to me.
You've got a lot of wrinkles on your forehead and your face. It's not bad. Tell me about the chapel attack.
The prophet speaks true. This is the start of something terrible. I can feel it in my bones.
I can feel that you're probably the same guy who played Boris. The late Boris. He was unfortunately killified. Down in the sewers, you know. Or was he? I can't remember now. It might be I saved him. I can't remember. I saw him die once, but it might have crashed right after that. So disregard everything I say.
I hear that Velwyn Benaras is trying to sell off Benaras Manor. Hopefully the new owners will clean that eyesore up.
Well, what can you tell me about Hanavi?
You should listen to him preach. He may sound crazy at first, but the longer you listen, the more sense he makes.
Okay, let's...
All right.
Yeah, I need a better relationship with you if I'm going to try and get your money.
That's amazing. Good one. Don't talk such rot. You're wasting your breath.
Well, it's mine to
You
waste.
can't scare me. Good one. Don't talk such rot. That's amazing.
Okay, they don't like,
That's just
admire,
talk.
or
Good one.
coerce.
Don't talk such. My life is drab and wretched by comparison.
Everybody's is.
Don't talk such rot. That's amazing. You can't scare. Sure, that's cute.
Okay, you seem to be maxed out
I
now.
see.
Have
a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
It's only food. Why is it called the Count's Arms? If it's only food. I wanted to sell arms and armor. Is it? It is called the Count's Arms, isn't it?
Hello, good sir.
I might have two places confused. Let's turn around and look at the door. No, it says the Count's Arms. Makes it sound like a place that sells weapons and stuff, it says. It's very confusing. Hey, you know, her door was unlocked. Maybe I can meet her before I join the Fighters Guild. Hey.
My name's Quillweave. I've had some success selling stories about the lives of the lower and criminal classes.
Yeah, I want you to stop writing about me. I don't like it when strangers call me a criminal.
Norbert Lellis runs a fine store, but he's not the brightest fellow.
Well, you're not that bright either. You didn't laugh at my joke, for instance. Tell me about Anvil.
Between the sailors and shipmen of the port and my little local circle of friends, I have plenty of yarns for knitting up my tales.
Then don't make up stuff about me. It's that simple.
Let's see if we can't teach you a thing or two.
Well, looks like you can't.
Good day.
I wouldn't say that.
Have pity on an old war veteran.
Your son, Sextius' house. Imus the dull. You know, I think one of the reasons these people act up is because they're given names like that. How'd you like to go around with a name like Imus the Dull? I thought Gogan lived down here, but I'm probably confused. Newheim the Portly. Pinnerus Inventus. Yeah, I'll go hunting with you later, Pinnerus. Silgor Baratus. And then, of course, the My J's Guild. Followed by the Fighters Guild, which we could totally join. Heinrich Oaken Hull's house.
The Guardians have fallen, and no one remains.
I wouldn't go in there unless you have a strong stomach. We have orders to leave everything just the way it was until the investigation into the chapel attack is finished.
Yeah. I didn't even bring it up, dude, but tell me about the Anvil chapel attack. Or let me get my mouse on it so
It's
you can.
baffling. How anyone could have gotten in and out of there without being seen by our patrols is beyond me. Maybe that prophet is right. Some kind of unholy doom visited upon us.
Doom would be a different video game published by Bethesda, but not created by them. So, tell me about Hanabi.
He preaches most of the day across the street from the chapel. I used to think he was crazy, but now he seems to be making some kind of sense. I hope that doesn't mean I'm going crazy now.
Well, that's what I would think. But then again, my glasses aren't clean.
Mainlawn and his brother run a nice establishment at the Flowing Bowl.
You call that a rumor? I call it an advertisement.
That layabout? You can find him wasting time at the Count's Arms.
I was just there. They didn't want to sell me any arms. They wanted to sell me food and a bed. Can you imagine? And they call it the Count's Arms? I think you should investigate that.
Farewell.
Wow, I could never play this with a controller.
Who will walk the pilgrim's way? Oh my! To what do I owe this honor? I am but a humble prophet. What business do you have with me?
Well, I wanted to tell you that there's only one God, not 9 divines, and you really need to stop propagating this idolatry.
This is only the beginning. Umaril has returned, as foretold by Pelinal Whitestrake in his dying breath.
Umaril? Who's that?
Umaril the Unfeathered, the sorcerer king of the Aliads, who ruled over this land for long ages before the rise of men. He was cast down by Pelinal Whitestrake, but Umaril's spirit survived, and now he has returned to seek vengeance upon the gods.
No, we've been over this. There's only one God. Just the one. Who is Pelinal Whitestrake?
Does no one remember the old tales? Saint Pelinal,
I
the
remember
divine
Morrowind.
crusader of legend.
A little bit.
Alicia's companion when she overthrew the rule of the Aliads 3,000 years
I
ago.
think...
Pelinal, with the aid of the gods, fought the Aliad sorcerer King Umaril and slew him. But Umaril's spirit survived, and he has now returned.
Just tell me who attacked the chapel.
Do you understand nothing?
Pretty much.
The blood speaks. I can read the ancient runes if you cannot. As uibala, umarale el nada rakuva. In the Aliad tongue, by the eternal power of Umaril, the mortal gods shall be cast down. A curse upon Umaril's ancient foes, and a threat.
So, I think you've been eating weird mushrooms or something like that. And again, there's no such thing as mortal gods. To be God, you have to be immortal. And there's only one of them. So there's no such thing as gods. Gods would indicate fake gods, like idolatry. That's what you're involved in. So how do we stop Umaril?
Alas, Umaril cannot be stopped.
Oh, good.
Not without the aid of the gods, not
There's only
without
one
the
God.
Crusaders' relics, without a champion. The gods are powerless to act.
They don't sound very godlike
But
to me.
who among us is worthy to wield the divine Crusaders' weaponry?
I will quest for the relics.
You would quest for the holy panoply of Pelinal Whitestrake? The legendary relics that have been sought by mighty warriors throughout the ages?
It
Are
does
you
sound silly.
a worthy knight?
I'm not a worthy knight, no. Actually, I'm the hero of Kavach.
Well then,
It sounds like a
hail,
disease.
hero of Kavach.
Yeah.
Let me add one more voice to the never-ending chorus of praise. I'm sure one of your many devotees will be able to guide you on your way to find the Crusaders' relics. The
What about
weapons and armor of Pelinal Whitestrake, Alicia's comrade, granted to him by the 8 divines.
There's
He went alone
only
into
one
the
God.
White Gold Tower, challenged the Aliad sorcerer King Umaril to single combat, and slew him. Alas, Umaril was not truly slain, but only cast beyond the bounds of Nirn. And now he has returned to wreak his vengeance upon the gods.
There's only one
as
god.
was prophesied by Pelinal himself with his dying breath. Only a true knight, wielding the holy relics of the Divine Crusader, has a chance to defeat Umaril. But alas for Tamriel, the Crusader's relics have been lost for many an age. Who now can succeed in the quest for the relics, where the greatest knights of legend all failed? Are you a worthy knight?
Dude, we went over this. I told you I'm the hero of Kvatch. You made fun of me for it, so I'll just say, no, I have no claim to fame.
Let the gods be the judge of that.
There's only one
I
god.
cannot see into men's heart. I see only their words and deeds.
How can I find the relics?
The gods grant insight to those
There's only one
they
god.
deem worthy. Why and how they act is not predictable. What I can tell you is that, traditionally, knights who wish to quest for the relics would walk the pilgrim's way, travel to the way shrines of the 9 divines, pray to each of the gods in turn,
There's only one
and
god.
ask their favor upon your quest. If the gods deem you worthy,
There's only one god.
you will be granted a sign. Go forth with the 9's blessings.
There's only one.
For those who would repent their past deeds, walking the pilgrim's way is a traditional way to cleanse yourself before the gods.
There's only one god.
Follow the map I gave you. Visit the way shrines of the 9. Pray and wait for a sign.
A wicked and perverse generation seeketh after a sign, and none will be given except the sign of Yonah, who was in the belly of the fish for 3 days and 3 nights.
He was defeated, but not destroyed by Pelinal the Crusader. Now he has returned to seek vengeance against the gods.
There's only one god.
A true knight, wielding the holy relics of the Divine Crusader, has a chance to defeat Umaril.
Thank you for telling me all that nonsense.
May the 8 and 1 guide your steps.
There's only one god. Get that through your stupid head.
No one who would stand for the 9.
We just went over this.
The Bella's slaughtered acolytes' relics and fight again for the true faith.
I don't like this guy going on and on about who will do it after he's assigned me to do it. You know. He seems to forget instantly that he's done that. There's a contract here, so I've accepted a Fighters Guild contract to kill a notorious monster that's been terrorizing the Cyrodiilic countryside. It's likely hiding in its lair. I need to hunt down and destroy it as soon as possible.
Good tidings, citizen.
I've accepted a Fighters Guild contract to kill a notorious Daedra that's been wreaking havoc in several Cyrodiilic counties. The contract suggests it's likely occupied a cave or ruin. I need to hunt down and destroy it as soon as possible. So it sounds like I'm already a member of the Fighters Guild. Oh yeah, that I could check, couldn't I? Character, affiliations. Oh yeah, I'm a Fighters Guild associate. So I probably already did the Fighters Guild contracts here in
How are you?
Anvil. I have to think about what I'm saying now, which I never had to do before I was making videos. Because this is where I usually join the Fighters Guild. I could have joined it in another city. This is the problem of playing over so much time, you know. You don't remember what you've done and not done. And there's probably a place that tells me in my character screen or something what I've done or not done, but...
I'm Azan, head of the Anvil Fighters Guild chapter, and advanced blunt weapons trainer.
Okay, now it sounds like I haven't done it, so I'm confused. Tell me about Anvil.
Our Fighters Guild chapter here is big, primarily because we're a training center, which earns us each a good living.
That didn't tell me about Anvil at all. It just told me about the Fighters Guild here in Anvil.
Hey, you're the one they call the hero of Kvatch, aren't you? The one that closed the Oblivion Gate and saved the city.
That would be me, yeah.
A contract for you? I think I've got something that suits your experience. Arvina Phyllis has some problem with rats in her house.
I've been fighting rats this whole game, dude. You want me to go kill some rats? I'll go kill some rats.
Yes, rats. I'm sure she can explain it to you better than I. She lives here in Anvil. Go and talk to her. Good luck. You will advance through the ranks of the Fighters Guild when you have proven your merit. As you complete contracts and fulfill your duties, you'll be promoted to the next station, accepting the associated duties and responsibilities. Be aware, though, that your rank can be stripped for failure to uphold the tenets of the Guild or at the sole discretion of the Guild Master.
He seems like a jerk.
Go take care of the rats, then talk to me.
Why does everybody seem so angry? First, you have me do these ridiculous quests. Second of all, you don't say please when you ask me to do them. When I do them, people generally don't say thank you to me. And I do them because they're quests. That's how games work. People give you quests and you do them. And you don't think about the morality of it. Whether the quest is worth it. I think games are just filled with really lazy people that don't want to do their jobs, and so what they do is they give you their jobs. But they can't just give you their jobs because you'd be hip to their laziness. So I think they tell you you're the hero. You're the one the scrolls foretold, or whatever. So you go, wow, I'm special. I'm the only one who can do this thing. And what is it now? Killing rats? I mean, you know, couldn't any member of the fighters, if they can't kill rats, they shouldn't call themselves members of the Fighters Guild.
Oh, you must be from the Fighters Guild.
Must I?
Good. I have a problem. It has to do with the rats in my basement.
Yeah, I can kill them, no problem.
That's right. Rats. In my basement. And something has been killing them. It's horrible.
I'll kill them.
My poor babies. You must do something. I don't know what I'd do without them. Their little pink noses, their scaly little tails. Oh, please get to the basement and find out what's happening.
So, you like rats in your basement, but you called me anyway.
You can't imagine the fuss some people make. My rats are no problem for anyone.
Seems like they're a problem for me.
Save my little rats!
killed a mountain lion in Arvina Thelis's basement. They must be sneaking in through a hole in a wall somewhere. I should tell Arvina what has happened. By the way, she also didn't say please. These are very rude quest givers. Where'd she go? Oh, there you are, trying to hide from me.
Well, what have you found? Did you take care of my babies? What was going on down there?
It was a mountain lion, probably from BYU. You know, they call themselves cougars over there in Provo, Utah.
A mountain lion?
Yeah.
In my basement?
Cougars.
But how? Oh, that's not possible. But it happened. Oh, what if there are more? What if it wasn't alone? Where there's one, there will be more. Find Pinarus Inventius. He's a hunter and knows this area inside and out. He'll know what to do.
A hunter? Like Hunter Biden?
Please, go find Pinarus. And those mountain lions.
Well, like I said, at BYU, they just call them cougars. I haven't put in any of my awesome mods except the ones that make the guilds go on forever. This is the guild that never ends. And he's not here. I could loot his house. Well, he could be in here, I suppose. Could be, but ain't. Oh, I didn't know this door went to Anvil until... So, I'm out here now. Now, one time I played this in Oblivion Remastered. It was seriously...
What is it?
Flawed. It was broken. The person I needed to watch was in another city. I had to wait days for her to come back.
Pinarus Inventius, hunter, woodsman, and marksman at your service.
Yeah, you got black mouth disease, dude. You really should get that checked.
Plenty of deer, wolf, boar, mountain lion, bear in the county. Just need to know where to look for them.
What do you think about the Anvil Chapel attack? Like I care.
Right in the center of the city. Nobody saw anything. Makes you wonder about the competence of the guard, if you ask me.
I think they're DEI hires. That would be my guess. But I shouldn't say that. It's not politically correct. Tell me about Hanavi.
Sure. Go down to the chapel and you can't miss him. He'll be the one outside, ranting at passers-by.
You know, you have some pretty cool armor. How come you don't cover your arms and head to make you actually really secure?
Mountain lions? Here. Odd. If they're around, I can find them. Come with me. A hunt will do us good and maybe make that old nut feel better.
Well, she didn't say please. And she probably won't thank me if I risk my life for this. So why not? I mean, you know. No, usually a quest will be like, my hat got stolen by these bandits and it's at the bottom of Broken Orphan's Tears Cave. will you go get it? And I say yes. And then I go all the way across the continent to Broken Orphan Tears Cave, not thinking to myself, how does he know where the bandits took it? And then I kill, like, you know...
If they're out here, they'll be in this area.
I
can't imagine there are more than 4 of them. Let's take care of this.
I don't know how you imagine how many there are, but... You notice I took care of all of them.
I think that'll be all of them. Can't imagine more in this area. You can go tell Arvina this is all taken care of. Good hunting.
Yeah, get a helmet. So, then, you know, I'll enter the cave. And you gotta ask yourself, there's city guards everywhere, there's law enforcement everywhere. How come they haven't gone to these law enforcers and said, you know, my hat's been stolen? Well, probably because the guards don't want to put their lives on the line to get your stupid hat back. But the hero of Kavach, now he'll do that. And then, so, like, I kill like 35 people. I pick up the hat, put it in my inventory, and find that it's worth 2 gold. So now I just murdered 35 people over 2 gold. And it's a quest item, so I can't sell it to other people or anything. But why did the quest giver trust me in the first place? I'm a stranger to him. He doesn't know me, and he tells me how valuable. He overestimates the value of the item in the first place, which would make me more likely to steal it or pawn it or whatever. I think what really happens is they sit around in their taverns, because taverns are a place you get a lot of quests in these games, and they say, I bet the next stranger who comes in here, I can get him to do all my chores. I could just sit here and drink all day and be a lush. And the other guy says, no, you can't. And then I walk in. And then they put together this whole thing. Oh, you were foretold in the scrolls. You are the chosen one. Oh, great chosen one. They stroke my ego to get me to do their chores because they're lazy drunks.
Oh, you've got to take care of those mountain lions!
I did, lady. Peace. Chill out.
You think you've gotten rid of them all? You do? Well, you haven't! There's one in my basement.
You're yelling
right
at
now.
me.
Go get it!
Well, since you didn't say please, and you're being such a... I'd say a rat about it, but that'd probably offend you. Yeah, I'm right on it. Because your personality makes me so much want to do things for you. I've killed the second mountain lion in Arvina Thala's basement. I should tell Arvina. I don't know what happens if I just kill all her rats. I've never been that cruel yet. Even though I've been fighting rats the whole time I've been playing this game. Now she'll say thank you to me. Watch the praise come rolling in.
Oh, my poor... Thank the gods you killed that thing.
There's only one guy.
This is ridiculous. Someone's out to get me, to get my poor babies. I bet it's that Quillweave next door.
There aren't gods to thank. There's only one God. Okay? You didn't thank me. You thanked idolatrous gods. Well, you're the idolater, and they would be known as idols. So you didn't bother to thank me. But tell me about Quillweave.
She's the one. She's never liked me or my sweet little pets. I know it's her. I've even seen her sneaking around in back of my house at night. She thinks she's so smart. She and all the other women. I'll show her. I want you to keep an eye on her. Find out what she's up to.
Well, since you again didn't say thank you for
Please
me doing
save
stuff.
my little rats.
Oh, now you say please. Now this is where it went off the rails that other time. Turned out Quillweave was in a completely other county. And so I literally could not do the quest until I got her to come back. And I didn't know that. I just assumed she would be there because I played this thing thousands of hours, literally thousands of hours. I finally tracked her down to a whole other city and then waited for her to come back. No, I think she's doing something nefarious here. I've seen Quillweave leaving meat outside Arvina Thalis' house. This must be what is attracting the mountain lions into town and into Arvina's basement. I should confront Quillweave.
It's you. Yes. What can I do for you?
I saw you outside Arvina's house.
You what? Well, I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about. I would never go skulking about. Fine, you've got me. I figured if I left some rotten meat outside, the nasty little things would come out, and the guards would take care of them.
Actually, it's brought in mountain lions, cougars, like, you know, BYU alumni. We don't want people from BYU here. Unless you're subscribers, by the way, it was a joke. Hello, it was a joke. I used to live in Utah. I've been to Provo many times.
Mountain lions? In her basement?
Yeah.
I just wanted to lure her vermin outside. I didn't mean to hurt anyone, except the rats. Please, don't tell her. And if you can keep this our little secret, I can make it worth your while. There's a bit about acrobatics I can teach you. Give it some thought. Good day.
She doesn't let me actually take her offer, so I don't think the game designers even considered that anybody would take her offer. Now let's be clear. You're gonna say
Poor little rats.
you're gonna say please and thank you this time.
So, did you follow her? She's behind it, isn't she? Tell me what you found out.
Well, since you're screaming and yelling at me, I'm very happy to cooperate.
I knew it! That swit. Oh, I'll get her. You just wait. Must have taken some fast talking to get her to confess. Maybe I can teach you a little bit more about how to talk to people. And of course, here's the payment for the contract. Thank you.
Wow, you actually said thank you. I'm overwhelmed.
Be seeing you.
ADing you. I don't think she actually did teach me more about talking to people, though. She said she was going to. I don't have any evidence that she actually did that. And I don't think I have to check in with the Fighters Guild at the end of this quest, but in case I have to, I don't want to leave town and then find out, oh, I was supposed to, so...
Hello.
Yes?
Oh, hello, empty chair. Everybody's got a Daedra heart. Everybody's got a Daedra heart. Where's that Azan? People are just standing around.
Hi.
A pleasure to speak with you. I'll need someone who's at least an apprentice for this job. Maybe you're ready for advancement?
I've been ready for years.
You've done well so far. I hereby promote you to apprentice. Good luck.
He didn't even ask me, by the way, about the previous job, how it went or
Looking for
anything.
more work, eh? Good.
Yeah.
Got a contract for you.
I thought you might.
I'd like you to go talk to Norbert Lels here in Anvil.
Anvil, yeah. Who's this Norbert Lels?
He runs Lels Quality Merchandise here in Anvil. He's been having problems with break-ins, though, and he's hired us to put a stop to it.
Do you think it's rats? What's this about gang?
An all-female gang of thieves has been recently plaguing Anvil with a very unique method of robbing. They pick on only the men. If you want to help us do something about it, go talk to Gauguin and Malona. Let's just say Gauguin is intimately involved and leave it at that.
Is that a Fighters Guild contract?
Take care of Lels. He needs the help.
I'm confused. I probably should have sang the Daedra Heart song to him, but then he'd know I stole his Daedra Hearts from upstairs. Well, not stole, it didn't have the red icon around it or anything, but it was in a case that's supposed to be locked. Anvil Castlegate? Aren't the docks... apparently going to the wrong gate? No crash, no crash, no crash. When it goes to do that autosave, it usually hesitates for a moment. So far, that's the only issue I've had since installing OBSE and the new mods and all that. Other than Lel not being here. Oh, there he is.
Welcome.
Hi,
Greetings.
dude.
Welcome to Lel's Quality Merchandise. We have a wide range of goods to suit your needs. Oh, and perhaps you saw the sign outside? A slight mistake, you know. Bit of bad luck there. So, what can I do for you?
I didn't see your sign, dude. Tell me about Anvil.
Anvil's a port town. That's why you'll see items here you won't find in the Imperial City. The captains keep an eye out for special items for me.
Isn't the Imperial City a port? I mean, they have a whole waterfront district. There's boats there and all of that. It seems like that's a port as well. So I don't believe you. Tell me about your lying self.
I am Norbert Lels. How may I help you?
So you didn't tell me anything about yourself. I've heard you've had break-ins.
I've lost a great deal of merchandise over the last few months.
Haven't we
I
all?
keep replacing it, but they keep stealing it. New locks on the doors be damned. They always come at night after I've gone to bed. Maybe a mage transports them inside. You can just stay in the shop overnight. Good luck. I'm going to wait at the flowing bowl until this mess is settled. I know I can trust you to keep the place safe.
Why don't you just, like, you know, get a teddy bear webcam or something?
As I said, I'll need you to stop these thieves from breaking into my store. It only seems to happen at night.
Have you thought about the city guard? You know, they're actually the ones that are paid to enforce the law around here. They take your taxes to do it and everything. I would think you would go to them first.
You too.
Rattle and hum. Oh, he left a fire in the fireplace. There's no fire in the fireplace. There's no carpet on the floor. Don't try to order breakfast. There's no kitchen anymore. But if the day's been kind of something and you need to set a spell, well, welcome home to Happiness Hotel. Again, I really should take everything he has because I'm a stranger and he's just taken me in. This is probably why he has theft problems. He probably trusted somebody he should.
Well, look who we've got here. Die, you mangy house cat.
Thank you for recognizing that I'm a cat. But I don't have mage.
You're pathetic.
Die, you mangy house cat.
Die, damn you.
Die, you mangy house cat.
You mangy house cat.
Okay, enough with the mangy house cat thing. It was fun in the beginning.
Do your worst.
No, I want to do my best.
Die,
My worst might not defeat you.
Yeah.
I'm hoping my best will.
This ends here.
I've taken care of the crooks breaking into Norbert Lell's store. I should speak with the shopkeeper himself. I don't have enough magic. Thank you for wearing underpants. They're wearing mithril cuirasses. I don't know what mithril means, but it might be some clue to who they are. I wanted to use that new healing spell. Since I paid good money for it and all that, I wanted to... It doesn't seem to have an indicator to tell me when I... Oh yeah, it does. I forgot it's that heart over there that is the indicator. You can make new friends and enemies by joining a faction. Actually, you can join all the factions in this game.
Captain Dougal's rumored treasure.
Did he say the flowing bowl of the folk sill?
From where do you hail?
Captain Dougal's rumored treasure has to be true.
All right,
The
then.
first Count
I'm
of
listening.
Anvil found it. Captain Dougal's
I
rumored
see.
Depends who you
closed
are.
the gate. How did you do it? We can't thank you enough.
You could try.
You can't be too careful out in the wilderness. Almost any creature you find is liable to give you a disease.
Yeah, and I don't even know how to track my diseases.
Good day.
What happened to Kvatch could happen here? Well,
Of
met.
course not. What's the news from the other part?
Were you able to take care of my problem with break-ins?
Sure, why not?
You've gotten them? Wonderful. But their names are familiar to me.
I didn't tell you their names.
All of those men have worked for me. Amazing. I even trusted them to open up the shop in the mornings.
Yeah, well, you
I
trusted
can't imagine
me.
what turned them to a life of crime. Sad. Well, here's your payment.
You trusted me to be in your shop overnight. I could have taken everything you own. So I think the problem is you don't know who to trust and who not to trust. You might want to give that some thought. Just some friendly advice from your poorly aging sarcastic PC witty gamer. Like and subscribe.
Nothing
Bye.
I'd like to talk about. Interesting. Good night. BC.
ADNU. It's a running joke on this channel. There's a lot of running jokes on this channel, but when someone says be seeing you, I say ADing you.
Prey approaches. Herwin was sparring with some of the other Fighters Guild members recently.
Evening.
I don't think any of them could get a What's going on with you?
You must find a bed and rest to raise your level. Again, I don't think I have to.
I take it you want something. Well, what is it?
I don't think I have to check in with Azan to tell him that I finished the quest. Oh, this is the wrong place too. Now we'll find out he was actually in that place, right?
Hi. Good evening. Mirabelle Monet runs quite a morning.
Everybody's got a Daedra heart. Everybody's got a Daedra heart.
Can I help you, brother?
Hi.
Yeah, you sound like you are.
Good to see you.
If only somebody I knew felt that way. I assume it's night and the guy I need is asleep. Yeah, I finished the job, sir. Are you invisible? How long would you like to wait? Dude, you're still not here.
Hello there.
Well met.
Captain Dougal's rumored treasure has to be true. I wonder if the first Count of Anvil found it.
I've heard others say the same.
Heard any news from the other provinces?
They say syndicates of wizards have led a boycott of imperial goods in the land of the Altman.
Who cares? Let them do their stupid boycotts.
It's my pleasure. Please continue.
I did that bit with the Norbert Lels or whatever his name is.
I don't have anything for anyone in your rank. Check with Burrs, Grokash, and Shadenhall. He might have something.
Well, why don't you just advance me without me doing any quest work? That'd be easier for both of us.
I'm sorry. You're not yet ready for a promotion. Keep completing contracts and take care of any assigned duties.
I thought I'd try.
Good day.
It's easy for you to say. You have a higher rank than me. I'm not doing this to make you go crazy. I actually got lost. I guess I'm looking for Gogan's house because it seems stupid to leave Anvil without doing the Anvil quests. At least the ones I can do. Although I do have to get back to Wibana, or whatever her name is, at the Arcane University. Because there is still a main quest in this game. I hope somebody puts out a mod that... Well, see, his door is locked. I can't do anything for him. Let's go kill whoever else needs to be killed. Wasn't there some other... Yeah, like I can go kill a notorious monster. Let's see where it is on the map. It's pretty far away. Now, I want to go west and north from that cave because the place on my map doesn't have a way I can travel there. It's a lot like Discord in this game. A whole bunch of trolls. Oh, you're a bandit. I can kill you. You're welcome. Wish I could learn to make something with all these stupid ingredients I'm carrying around, especially since I keep harvesting them. That's one portion of the game that is not better in the remaster. Derelict Mine. I thought we'd been in here before. I don't remember any terrible monster in it. I think they spawned the monster after Or I may be thinking of a previous playthrough. It's hard to know. I hope that wasn't the whole quest. Anybody need killing? I have slain the notorious Daedra listed on the contract. I can now return to the Fighters Guild Hall and claim my reward. Which is like a reward. Who is making all that racket? I used to have a much more powerful spell. I mean, I still have it. I just don't remember how to get to it on the fly when I need it. Something tells me this isn't taking me back outside, but it's taking me further into the trouble. Yeah, it's taking me further into the trouble. White skin goblin, whatever. Kind of woke for them to complain about it having white skin. I think the real problem is it's a goblin, not that it has white skin. And to be clear, its skin looks kind of greenish to me. I don't think white people should be blamed for what goblins do. We're a different species and everything. And they clearly have green skin. Well, white people clearly have white skin. I don't know if their AI is that bad that I can stand that close to an enemy, or whether my sneak is just that good. Because I don't know how good the sneak is in this game. My apparel is broken. I could probably fix it and it will raise my armorer skill too. I'm guessing I can fix it. I don't know if I can fix it. And of course, I'm going back to the Imperial City where there's people who could fix it as well. So the only reason I would fix it myself, I think, would be just for the experience. I have repaired all my gear. For those of you who say I haven't, you know, you're just wrong. The weight of your boots affects how well you can sneak. Okay. Now we could do that other Fighters Guild quest, but let's go to the Arcane University. Hopefully enough time has passed that lizard will help us out. Just in case this has to do with whether I've read the idiotic books or not. Black Brugo's key. If he's called Black Brugo because he has black skin, I think there's people that would complain about that. In the 283rd year of the Second Era, potentate Versailles Shai was faced with a disintegrating empire. The vassal kingdoms throughout Tamriel had reached a new height of rebellion, openly challenging his rule. They refused his taxes and led sorties against the imperial garrisons throughout the land. At the destruction of his fortress in Dawnstar, he gathered the imperial council in what would be called the Council of Bardmont, after the town south of Dawnstar where they met. There the potentate declared Catholic and universal martial law. What's different? I mean, I thought Catholic meant universal. The princes of Tamriel would dissolve their armies or face his wrath. The next 37 years were perhaps the bloodiest in the violent history of Tamriel. In order to crush the last of the royal armies, Versailles Shai had to sacrifice many of his best legion, as well as spend nearly every last piece of gold in the imperial treasury. But he accomplished the unthinkable. For the first time in history, there was but one army in the land, and it was his own. The problems that immediately surfaced were almost as staggering as the triumph itself. The potentate had impoverished the land by his war, for the vanquished kingdoms had also spent the last of their gold in defense. Farmers and merchants alike had their livelihood ruined. Before, the princes of Tamriel would not pay his taxes. Now they could not. The only persons who benefited from the war were criminals who preyed upon the ruins of the lawless land without fear of arrest now that all the local guards and militia were gone. Hope you rot, criminal scum. It It was a crisis the Akavir had seen coming long before he destroyed the last one of his subjects' armies, but for which he had no solution. He could not allow his vassals their own armies again, but the land was deeper into the stew of anarchy than it had ever been before. His armies sought to fight the rise of crime, but a central authority was no threat against the local underworld. In the dawn of the year 320, a kinsman of Versadishai, Dinerus Ves, the Iron, presented himself with a host of companions before the potentate. It was he who suggested an order of mercantile warriors for hire, who could be hired. See, you don't want the word hired or different versions of the word hire twice in the same sentence. It was he who suggested. It was he who suggested. Wouldn't that be, it was him? No, it'd probably be he. It was he who suggested an order of mercantile warriors for hire, who could be hired by nobility in lieu of a standing army. The employment would be temporary, and a percentage of the fee would go to the potentate's government, thus putting salve to a Versadishai's greatest pains. Though it was then called the Siphon, after the Sarcastic word for soldiers, the organization was to be known as the Fighters Guild. The organization that was to be known as the Fighters Guild had been born. Dinerus Ves, the Iron, initially believed that the entirety of the order should be composed of Akaviri. This belief of his is not disputed by any historian, though his motivation is often debated. The traditional, simple explanation is that he knew his countrymen well, trusted them, and felt that their tradition of fighting for profit would be of use. Others believe, with reason, that he and the potentate sought to use the order to effectively complete the conquest of Tamriel, begun over 500 years earlier. When Akavir attacked Tamriel in the 2703rd year of the First Era, they had been beaten back by the Reman dynasty. Now they had a potentate on the throne, and with Dinerus Ves's machinations, the local armies would also be Akaviri. What they had failed to do by combat, they would have successfully accomplished by patience. A traditional stratagem, many scholars suggest, of the immortal snake men, the Ta'asi of Akavir, who always had time on their side. Time is on my side, but I'm not good at reading these books. The point, however, is largely academic. Though the Siphon did establish themselves in some kingdoms neighboring Cyrodiil, it became quickly apparent that local warriors were needed. Part of the problem was simply that there were not enough Akaviri for the work that needed to be done. Another part was that the snake men did not understand the geography and politics of the regions they were assigned. It was evident that some non-Akaviri were needed in the Siphon, and by the midpoint of the year, 3 Nords, a warrior sorceress, a rogue, and a knight were admitted into the order. They were called tokens. The knight, whose name has been lost in the sands of time, was also a great armorer, and probably did more to strengthen the organization than anyone but Dinerus Ves himself. As has often been stated, the Akaviri, particularly the Sarcastic, understood weaponry better than armor. Even if they could not wear it themselves, the knight was able to explain to other Siphon what the weaknesses were in their opponent's armor, explaining to them how many joints there were in a pauldron and a greave, and the differences between ackertons and armachens, gorgets, gildeshrims, pallets, and poscads, tabards, and tassets. With this knowledge, they made long strides in defeating the brigands, doing far better than their meager numbers would suggest. It is a joke among historians that if Akavir had a Nord armorer in their employ in the First Era, they would have won the invasion. The success of the first 3 outsiders to the Sifim opened the door for more local members. Before the year was through, Daenerys Ves had spread his business throughout the Empire, young men and women, for a variety of reasons, because of desperate poverty, for love of action and adventure, in order to aid their crime-stricken neighbors, joined the New Order en masse. It's weird that they would have a French term in a Cyrodiilic text. They received training and were immediately put to work helping the aristocracy's problems, assuming the roles of guards and soldiers within their locality. The early success of the Sifim in combating crime and defeating local monsters so inspired potentate Versade Shaib that he entertained representatives from other organizations interested in imperial sanction. Though formed much earlier, the Mages Guild had always been viewed with suspicion by the government. In the 321st year of the Second Era, the potentate gave his approval to the Guild's Act, officially sanctioning the Mages, together with the guilds of tinkers, cobblers, prostitutes, scribes, architects, brewers, vintners, weavers, rat catchers, furriers, cooks, astrologers, healers, tailors, minstrels, barristers, and the Sifim. You know, I don't think the government should be in charge of certifying all these types of things. It's not the government's business. It's not in the Constitution of Cyrodiil. In the Charter, they were no longer called the Sifim, however, bowing to the name it had become known as by the people. They were to be called the Fighters Guild. All the guilds, and those that followed by later sanctions throughout the Second and Third Eras, would be protected and encouraged by the Empire of Cyrodiil, recognizing their value to the people of Tamriel. All would be required to pay to expand their influence throughout the land. The Empire was strengthened by their presence, and the imperial coffers were filled once again. Shortly after Versade Shai's death, only 3 years after the Guild Act, his heir Savarin Havach allowed the reforming of local armies. The Fighters Guild was no longer the principal arm of the local aristocracy, but their worth had already been established. Though they were certainly strong individuals who sought their own fortunes in the past, many historians have suggested that Daenerys Ves was the ancestor in spirit of the modern phenomena of the adventurer. Those men and women who dedicate their lives to questing for fame and fortune. I wouldn't know. I'm not an adventurer. I'm a coward. Thus, all owe a debt of gratitude to the Fighters Guild. Not only its members and the people who have been helped by its neutral policy of offering strong arms for a fee within the boundaries of the law. Without them, there would be no guilds of any kind. And it may be argued, no model for even the independent adventurer. Now you know. I'm trying to read the... Did we read this before? I, Lord Kelvin, son of Yaren, and sworn knight of the True Horn, upon my death, do hereby bequeath Battlehorn Castle and all our lands, dependents, and chattels to the bearer of this document. Well, that was foolish of you because anybody could steal it from me. Such an unusual document requires some explanation. Please don't. I resort to such measures out of desperation. I pen this while Battlehorn Castle lies besieged by a band of ruthless marauders with little hope that any of us will survive. Besieged, I say, although this petty battle would not have even rated a footnote in the great days of the Knights of the True Horn. We have fallen on hard times indeed. I will entrust this document to my last faithful retainers, with instructions to destroy it in the last extremity, although I accept that I may have proved the means for my murderers to legally take the lordship of Battlehorn Castle. So be it. Yeah, that's what I was telling you, idiot. If you're against them, don't lead a deed around that anybody can pick up and say, hey, I'm the new guy. I'm the new Lord of Battlehorn Castle. To the new Lord of Battlehorn Castle, whoever you are. Now that's got to be a whomever, right? Know that you inherit a stronghold with a proud tradition. Battlehorn Castle was built by a remnant of the Knights of the True Horn who were exiled from our homeland of Lainlin in Hammerfell. After a failed battle to dethrone Baron Strike of Lainlin, our leader, Lord Cain, ordered us to split up into as many small groups as possible until the time should come that he would recall us. Yeah, we do that at church sometimes. My father was part of a group that settled here in Cyrodiil and built Battlehorn Castle as a refuge while they waited for Lord Cain's message. A message that never arrived. Over the years, all the knights of our little band either gave up or passed on. All but one, my father Yaren. Since his untimely death, I have continued to hold Battlehorn Castle in the hope that someday we will hear from Lord Cain and our great exile will be at an end. I'm afraid that the fortunes of Battlehorn Castle have fallen on hard times. What resources I had available, I devoted to maintaining the castle itself. Its walls still stand strong, and its hearths still provide warmth. Sadly, this came at great cost, and many of the items within its walls had to be sold in order to meet the enormous payments such maintenance begets. If you find yourself with the means to restore Battlehorn Castle to its former glory, a friend of my father's named Nilfas O'Melian still holds many of the castle's accoutrements in storage and on account. All that is required is to repay the castle's debts to Nilfas, and I'm certain he'll happily return the items. My final request for the new Lord of Battlehorn Castle, by the way, Lord should be capitalized, if that's my title now, is to continue to uphold the proud traditions of the Knights of the True Horn and honor the memory of our brave service. Well, I can guarantee to do that because I have no idea who the Knights of the True Horn were, so I don't know what their traditions were. Maybe this will make the main quest go forward if I read. I'm getting that little level up noise, which probably means these are skill books of some sort. Now it's a night. I don't know if Nibawam, or whatever her name is still in the lobby or not. These things happen when you read long books. Oh, there you are. Tarmina.
Good day.
It's actually, I think, night. Have you heard any rumors the last 24 hours?
The Mages Guild has made more than a few enemies since necromancy was banned.
That's not really that much of a rumor. Everybody says that. Tell me about the Mages Guild.
The Mystic Archives have a large collection of books. Look around, and you may learn a thing or two.
I thought I could go in there because I haven't gotten all my recommendations from the various Mages Guilds across the land. Tell me about the Mythic Dawn.
I think I may have figured out the hidden message in Mankar Cameron's books. Do you have the 3rd and 4th volumes with you?
Yeah, I have them right here. You're not going to tell me to go away for another day, are you? Because people are getting tired of watching me do quests.
Excellent. Let's see. Yes, the first letter of each paragraph spells out a message. Write this down. Green Emperor Way, where tower touches midday sun. Are you familiar with Green Emperor Way? The gardens around the Imperial Palace? Something must be revealed there at noon. How exciting.
You can come with me if you want. Since you find it so
I
exciting.
have a mind to go down to Green Emperor Way myself and see what's there. Well, good luck. I hope you find what you're looking for.
I think it'd be better to say, I hope you find what you seek, because ending a sentence with the word for, a preposition, just really isn't that great of an idea. Okay, so when I stitch all this together, it's going to be around 2 hours or something like that. So I think this is a good time to end this video. I'm going to throw in some more mods, test them and stuff like that, and do more videos. Thank you for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing, although I will not beg. Goodbye.